Go for the noontime temp, and then 78 eventually for the high. Mix of high.
San Diego, where happy happens.
This Friday, Saturday, and Monday, don't miss United Nissan's 72-hour Smells Like New event. We're trucking in certified pre-owned Nissans from all over the country. Barely driven Sentras still smells like $20,000. You pay just $12,888. Like new Altimas still smells like $24,000, but you pay just $14,990. Smells like new, priced like used. Only at United Nissan, East Sahara between Eastern and Boulder Highway. Hurry, it all ends Monday night.
Before Allegra D, congestion from allergies shut me down. After Allegra D, I can breathe.
For fast, non-drowsy, 24-hour relief from even congestion and pressure.
After Allegra D, I have it all.
Considering bankruptcy, hello, I'm attorney Frank Sorrentino. I try to keep my fees as low as possible because I know you're in financial trouble. Call me for a free consultation, and I promise to treat you just like family.
When it comes to choosing a local news team, choose the one you know. Fox 5, local Las Vegas.
Cosmetic surgery leaves one woman dead, and now police are looking for more victims. Good morning, I'm Diane Tuazon. Have all the details coming up in a live report.
Like me, the rest of my teammates are, and the style of play, is going to be, like you said, putting the running back in the robles.
Players sharing their excitement about Dave Rice taking over at UNLV. Hear what he's saying about the new position.
Well, a big scare for some parents after their toddler gets served alcohol in his sippy cup. Good morning, everybody. I'm Monica Jackson. Find out how the mix-up happened and how Applebee's is responding.
Well, is love for sale? On one website it is, and we're not talking prostitution either. See where you can name your price for a first date. Good morning, I'm Jason Feinberg. The 8 o'clock hour of Fox 5 News live in Las Vegas starts right now.
This is Fox 5 News, live in Las Vegas.
Yeah?
Who's that?
I don't know, but I wanted Talking Heads for the, they have a, oh, this is it. This is Talking Heads Love for Sale. Love, they're my favorite group.
They are?
Yeah. I just don't talk about them a whole lot because they have talking already in the title, first of all. But secondly, there's so many good bands, it's hard to just focus on one,
It's hard to focus.
Well, that's true. That's what therapy's for.
Especially when you babble. Babylon! Thank you, Lauren Murphy, for the Babble Guys.
I'm so glad that Dave has this song. I can listen to this. Let's just listen to this.
You're just babbling all day. Well, what about Nate? He's standing by.
Yeah, all right, fine. Meteorologist Nate Tannenbaum joins us right now. Nate?
Hi, Nate.
Yes, like the Talking Heads?
Same as it ever was.
Yeah, there you go, see?
Same as it ever was.
He knows.
There's water at the bottom of the ocean.
That's right.
And there is air over southern Nevada. And there's hot air in the studio, but we weren't going to go. We need the hot air because it is freaking cold in here. Yeah, it is. All the time. What is up with that?
I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
Always an extreme.
All right, you got a future cast on your screen there. What that is a computer projection of where clouds, rain, and snow are going to be over the next 48 hours. Not here in southern Nevada, but we're watching for the potential for some wind that we think is going to get here with the new system coming on shore. As you see right there over Northern California, they get the rain. We'll get gusts at 25 miles an hour. We are headed for the 80s for the weekend, though. We're going to talk more about that in Fox 5 Weather 24/7. Right now, want you to get to work on time, and we got Chris Brown to help out.
All right, and problems on Town Center. This is on the overpass over the 215 northbound traffic getting by just the right lane only. This was an injury accident reported, a vehicle and a motorcycle. Now the tow truck is on the scene, and hopefully we'll get things moving there again. Let's go to the maps and check things out. Southwest, still see that traffic flows are slowing down as you make your way northbound on the 215. Checking out traffic southwest, an accident reported at the 215 eastbound and Pecos, not causing any major tie-ups as of right now, but add an extra 5 minutes to your commute. Checking out traffic around the Spaghetti Bowl interchange, still see slow traffic moving coming out of North Las Vegas, so extra time needed. You can always use MLK, or you can take Las Vegas Boulevard instead to avoid heavy traffic there. I'm Chris Brown with Fox 5 Traffic Solutions.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot. At 8:03 right now, a Las Vegas woman is dead. 2 people accused of her murder.
Well, she was dropped off for a simple cosmetic surgery, and police say there could be more victims out there. Fox 5's Diane Tuazon joins us now from where it all happened. And Diane, you're saying that this location is behind a tile store?
Yeah, that's correct. The location was behind the back room of a tile store is where police say the surgery happened. And a woman came in, got 6 injections of cosmetic surgery, and hours later she was dead. A woman drops her mother off, Elena Caro, for surgery. But when she returned to pick her up, the room in back of a tile business was empty, and her mother was nowhere to be found. Hours later, North Las Vegas police got several calls of Caro needing medical attention, and that's when she later died at the hospital. Police believe she was not the only victim to get surgery from someone who wasn't a licensed doctor.
We are looking for other people that may have used this same facility. Again, like I've told you, this isn't an isolated incident. There's been several incidents where these makeshift doctor's offices, procedures have been performed. There have been people that have been injured as a result of these. However, this is the first fatality that has resulted in one of these unlicensed places.
And when I went down there, the car was missing, the doctor's car, and I was like, that's weird, where is he? So then when we opened the back place where they were doing that kind of stuff, he was gone. Everything was gone. They took all the beds, the curtains, they had chairs, everything was empty. So that's when I started panicking and we called the police.
Now, that same night, these two people, Ruben Galvez and Carmen Torres Sanchez, were arrested at McCarran Airport trying to board a plane out of the country to Colombia. Now, the owner of the tile store says he rented the place to the so-called doctor but didn't know what was going on. And police do believe that there are other victims that need to come forward. Reporting live, Diane Tuazon, Fox 5 News Local, Las Vegas.
All right, Diane, thank you. Well, police say a man that they shot and killed last week was responsible for 2 sexual assaults. Metro says 48-year-old Michael Chevalier beat and raped 2 women. It was after the second attack following a 12-hour standoff that police shot Chevalier. Metro says there were similarities between the attacks, but it was the DNA evidence that made this the case.
One thing that he mentioned to the victim, that the victim told us, is that the victim's front door was open. We don't know if that's actually the case or not.
Police say Chevalier acted alone. They're still investigating the shooting that led to his death.
Well, the newest tower at Caesars Palace has a bit of a problem. Talking about the name. Florida businessman Marcel July is suing Caesars, saying that he owns the rights to the Octavius Tower name. Now, he insists that Caesars stop calling its luxury tower by that name. Caesars has fired back with a counter lawsuit saying July named his entertainment company Octavius Tower LLC after Caesars announced that it was building the Octavius Tower back in 2007. Now, July filed a trademark for his company in 2008, and the towers opened in 2009.
Some local high school students gathered this morning to raise their voices. About an hour ago, these students from Bonanza High School were part of a sit-in. They say they are fed up with education cuts and losing valuable programs like choir, foreign language, business, and science classes.
Well, college students and legislators seem to have come to an agreement. State Bill 449 would allow schools to change or to charge more for programs that have higher costs. Undergrads would see a price hike during their junior and senior years. That's usually when classes are smaller and the curriculum is more intense. The bill would require the Board of Regents to create scholarship and loan programs to ensure students do not have to choose their education based on what they can afford. The Nevada Student Alliance supports the bill.
Well, it's time to come back home. A former run-in rebel has been introduced as the team's new head coach. Dave, almost said Dave Hall. Hey, Dave, in the newsroom, you got a new job. Dave Rice was officially introduced yesterday. Word is he's bringing Stacey Augman on as his assistant. Both played for Jerry Tarkanian on the 1990 National Championship team. The top recruiter from San Diego State has already signed on. Rice says it's time to put the run-in back in the run-in rebels.
We want to push the ball in transition. We want to share it, play within structure, and then just give guys freedom to play. And the last 2 years, we've been in the top 10 in the country in scoring, and we want to bring that here and just build upon the great things Coach Kruger did.
Yeah, let's score. Let's score some points. What do you say, everybody?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the terms of Rice's deal won't be announced until next week, but we're told his salary is somewhere in the $400,000 range, which is several $100,000 less than Lon Kruger, who is now the head coach at Oklahoma.
$16 million.
For like 7 years, I think. 7 or 8 years.
That's why he's gone.
Yeah.
A warm welcome for UNLV's new head coach. Rebel fans are not wasting any time finding out what Dave Rice has to offer.
For your new head basketball coach here at UNLV, Dave Rice.
Hundreds of fans flooded the Cox Pavilion for a meet and greet yesterday. Fans got to hear from the coach, ask him questions, and meet him face to face. Some were wondering if any current running Rebels would transfer after Kruger left. Most of the guys joined in on yesterday's festivities, and they looked as happy as the fans.
Didn't you remember when you were a kid? Well, you went to a private school, but did you guys have like assemblies?
Oh yeah, we did.
So
absolutely.
Like you got to leave school, your class, and then go and like watch something.
Yeah.
Like I always thought that was. I got so excited about that.
It was fun. Yeah.
Now, this is different because they're in college, so they just went to the gym to go meet the new coach.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd do that.
No.
Money may not buy happiness, but it can get you a date. Higher.
What?
Higher, lower, lower. A new dating website called whatsyourprice.com divides users into generous members.
You know what this sounds like.
Well, not The Price is Right, that's for sure. Yeah, now the generous members offer between $20 and $100 to go on a date, and attractive users can either accept or deny the invitation. 10,000 people have already signed up for the service, and close to 2,000 more sign up each day.
So let me get this straight. There's a website that promotes like money in exchange for a date.
Yeah, a date. You know, if you watched History of the World, it sure beats the way that Madeline Kahn did it. So she just lined up all the guys, and she would be like, yes, 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 no, yes, no, 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 yes.
Are there any red flags for anybody else besides me?
I know, right? No,
money or a date?
No, they talk about that in the article, by the way. Yeah. 8:10 right now. A group of middle school students that almost had their field trip to D.C. canceled because of the possible government shutdown gets a big surprise.
Yep. Find out what happened during their visit to the White House.
Okay. PB&J, gone. Tater tots, yes. Homemade cookies from mom, gone. Corn dogs, yes. Looks like the days of brown bagging it are over at one school. Find out why they're banning students from bringing their own lunch.
Wow, can't wait to hear what that's about. We've got your right now temperatures, and we've also got a look ahead to what may be more gusty winds and a look ahead to the weekend at Fox 5 Weather 24/7.
Fox tonight. How far?
I'm making this a competition.
Will they go?
You and I are the best singers.
To win it all.
I'm really into you.
You've never even made eye contact with me.
For a while, I thought you were a robot.
Glee. Then it's time to party Raising Hope style.
What year is this? 2011.
Plus, Boys Night Out gets a buzzkill on a new traffic light.
I would love to come.
You're an idiot. Idiot. It all starts tonight at 8/7 Central on Fox.
Bill here with Red Rock Jewelers. We know you have a lot of choices when it comes to selling your jewelry and fine watches. But the truth is, no one pays more than Red Rock Jewelers. We now have 3 locations to serve you. So call us now at 880-0600.
Welcome to Elements Therapeutic Massage, where we can erase the damage that life brings to your body by providing you with an affordable massage in a luxurious setting. Experience the difference that Elements can make. Call 243-3386 for your appointment, because not all massages are created equal.
Hi, Lynn Whipple here with Desert Springs Pools with a personal invitation to come visit our state-of-the-art display pools. We have been and will continue to be building the very best pools for you and your family. This month we're having our It's Hot, so let's just make a deal sale. Come in, give us a call, we'll make it easy. And in a matter of weeks, you'll be enjoying a great summer in a fantastic pool from Nevada's largest and most trusted pool builder. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Celebrate rich tradition and community spirit at the Henderson Heritage Parade and Festival Saturday, April 16th. And don't miss the parade at 10 a.m. Then check out the car show, live entertainment, and enjoy cuisine from around the world. Visit HendersonLive.com or call 267-2171.
Processed cheese snacks? Really? Not at Sargento. All of our snacks are 100% natural, real, authentic cheese. So they're all really delicious. Sargento, taste the real difference.
I bet they can't wait to bite my chocolatey ears off. Well, wait a minute. Where'd you guys come from?
Edible Arrangements bouquets. Beautiful like flowers, but unforgettably delicious.
Pineapple bunnies?
Visit, call, or go to ediblearrangements.com.
When it comes to choosing a local news team, choose the one you know. Fox 5, local, Las Vegas. Fox 5 News is sponsored by the Fertility Center. Check out our free monthly seminars.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fox 5 News Live in Las Vegas at 8:14 right now. Republican Mitt Romney is making another run for the White House. He announced that he has formed an exploratory committee which signals a run for presidency in 2012. Romney was in North Las Vegas earlier this month to talk about the foreclosure crisis. The former governor of Massachusetts ran for president in 2008. He won Nevada but lost the nomination to Arizona Senator John McCain.
One of the best track and field athletes of all time is now running for New Jersey State Senate. Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis announced his bid yesterday. Don't you think that if you run for politics, you should know the lyrics to the national anthem?
Oh,
do you remember?
Yes, I do.
That was probably the worst ever.
Horrific. No, Roseanne was like the worst, but his was bad.
Bad. Well, anyway, the 49-year-old nine-time medalist will run as a Democrat in the 8th legislative district. The New Jersey native says he hopes to inspire people, encourage communities, and improve educational opportunities for children.
And they'll probably listen because he is.
Well, yeah, I mean, he might have actually learned something from when he didn't sing the song right.
Right, yeah. A group of students on a school trip to Washington gets schooled by the president.
So everybody here's from Colorado, huh?
Yeah. You talk about cool, they'll never forget this day, right? The lucky kids got a special invite to the White House to meet President Obama. A concerned parent wrote a letter to the president last week because they were worried the trip would be canceled if the government shutdown were to have gone through. The shutdown was avoided and the kids got a very memorable photo as a souvenir.
Now, Fox 5 weather, 24/7.
Yeah, and the mom had that letter that she wrote to the president read by the president in his speech. Pretty cool.
That was very cool.
That was President Obama greeting the 5th graders. But now I'm Nathan Tannenbaum filling in.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Wow, that was magic. All right, we got obviously kind of a bright, sunshiny day out there going on. We're looking from the stratosphere out to the west, and we're talking about your weather headlines. Warmer today, but we still have a kind of a cool dip before we get going. That's because we've got some very windy conditions coming tomorrow, but then the 80s. And here's what's happening out at McCarran International. We're getting close to 60 already with generally light wind. Humidity is at 30%. The storm system that brought us those snow showers and highs only in the 50s on Saturday, this is that storm system now. And it also is the same storm system that dropped tornadoes on parts of Iowa and Wisconsin. Now it's severe thunderstorms moving on up to the northeast. Back home we go for keeping an eye on an area of low pressure, and that's where the wind is going to be coming from. Those southwesterlies tomorrow, upwards of 25 miles an hour, but then we'll get back up to the 80s. We'll start with your forecast for today, and it looks like the first above normal day we've had for the past several. 77 would be normal. We'll be at 78 today, and light wind for now. The Fox 5 Weather 24/7 7-day forecast, where the weekend is always in view after those gusty winds down to 70 for the high Thursday, then almost a 10-degree jump, and then into the 80s. Very nice Southern Nevada weekend, and Chris Brown's keeping an eye on your drive.
Hey, that's right, keeping an eye out on it for you. US 95 and MLK starting to see slow traffic moving into the downtown area, and as you get onto I-15 southbound, expect some slowdowns as well. Why? Because of an accident reported. This is at US 95 and I-15. You can see the slow traffic moving back to the rainbow curve. So if you're coming from the northwest, you want to give yourself some extra time, you can always use Charleston instead to go east and west. Let's check things out. About 9 minutes of travel time right now from the rainbow curve over to the Spaghetti Bowl. That is about a 4 to 5 minute delay there. Here's another accident just reported, Summerlin Parkway eastbound at the 95. So again, that can add to that traffic tie up as well. Wrapping up the accident at the 215 eastbound and Pecos. This is in the Henderson area. And last but not least, should be wrapping up the injury crash at Town Center. This is on the overpass at the 215. I'm Chris Brown with Fox 5 Traffic Solutions.
Well, you may belong at Applebee's, but alcohol-filled sippy cups are definitely out of place there. A 15-month-old baby was dining with his family at an Applebee's when he was served margarita mix in a sippy cup. The child's mother, Taylor Dill Reese, realized something was wrong when her son kept dozing off and saying hi and bye to people.
Where's Madison Heights?
That's Michigan. That's 75 North. It's north of Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the boy's family was getting ready to leave when Dill Reese decided to take a drink from the sippy cup and was surprised by what she tasted.
The manager came up to me and he smelled it and he's like, "I am so sorry, ma'am. I just don't know what to do." And I'm like, "Well, you better do something because this is not apple juice and my son is 15 months old."
Oh, you can tell by her voice she's
frantic,
totally upset. Yeah, doctors say the baby should be okay, but he needs to be watched carefully. Police say the incident was an accident because the margarita mix was stored in a mislabeled container. Applebee's also issued a statement saying the situation is unacceptable and they are taking it very seriously. Haven't we done a story like this before? Was it like last year where another baby got a sippy cup? I don't know if it was at Applebee's, but another restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time, that's for sure.
No, it's not.
A19 right now, trading treats in the lunchroom may be a thing of the past for some Chicago students. The Little Village Academy has actually banned sack lunches unless the student has a medical excuse. The policy was put in place because the principal says she was sick of seeing kids bringing chips and soda for lunch, but some don't support the move because kids that don't qualify for free or reduced lunches must pay more than $2 for the cafeteria food. Yeah, that is definitely going to be a controversial topic, even if, let's say, the food is more nutritional at school, which I know back in my day it wasn't. I mean, we were eating...
Yeah, tater tots, hamburgers, sloppy joes, French fries. But, I mean, you can't tell me what to feed my kid.
Yeah.
What if I don't trust what you're... And if it's a public school, too?
It sounded it sounded like it might have been private. The title, what is it? The Little Village Academy. Anytime you have the word academy,
that's private. Yeah, mostly private, I guess.
All right, 8:20 right now. Many of us are looking for ways to make a little cash on the side, and garage sales can be a good bet.
But you may not be getting the best return on your stuff. The garage sale gal is live in studio with tips like why you shouldn't hold sales on Saturdays.
Oh, really?
That's surprising.
That is surprising.
Don't dispose of that old slow laptop just yet. Bring it into Laptop Exchange and let our Express Service Center repair your DC jack. Install a new hard drive, replace that cracked LCD screen, and take care of a virus infection. Our Express Service Center fixes desktops and laptops fast. Laptop Exchange can give you a trade value on the spot or a quote for repairs. Laptop Exchange will buy, sell, trade, or service your iPhone. We have great deals on great laptops. Laptop Exchange now has 4 locations in the Valley. Call 702-4LAPTOPS.
Dandruff? Meet microbeads. Any last wishes? New Selsun Blue Deep Cleansing Microbead Scrub goes to the source, wiping out flakes before they flake. New Selsun Blue Deep Cleansing.
Have you had a hip replacement? If so, it's possible you may have been given a device manufactured by Johnson & Johnson or DePuy. These devices are being recalled and you may be entitled to money damages above and beyond your new medical expenses. How will you know? Call the law office of Attorney Sam Harding. Even if you're not experiencing symptoms, your device may be recalled. Hip replacement? Call us to find out your rights. Call 1-800-LAW-2999. There's no charge to review your case. 1-800-529-2999. Attorney Sam Harding.
Clunkers wanted, dead or alive. Push, pull, or drag it into Godin Ford and get up to $6,000 for any clunker toward the purchase of a brand new Ford. New 2011 Ford Focus with 35 miles per gallon is only $12,995. And now get up to $7,000 off a new 2011 Ford F-150. Get 0% financing. Get up to $6,000 for any clunker, dead or alive. Only at Godin Ford, 2121 East Sahara.
If the insurance companies were fair, I'd be out of business. But for now, I can throw away this sign and pick up the phone. Because when we call, the insurance companies listen. I'm attorney Glenn Lerner.
Call 877-1500.
Big yellow truck, no returns. Big yellow truck, no returns.
Oh no, the AC's out.
I'll make a call.
I don't know which one of these to pick.
I don't know either. Oh.
1 hour air conditioning and heating. Always on time, or you don't pay a dime. Call now for your early bird spring tune-up. Only $59 for a limited time.
When it comes to choosing a local news team, choose the one you know. Fox 5, Local Las Vegas.
An unlicensed Valley doctor and his wife tried to leave the country over the weekend after police say he botched a cosmetic surgery and killed his patient. They arrested the couple at McCarran Saturday night. Mary knows the family of the victim, and she starts us off this morning. You took a mother, sister, aunt, and a great person from them. You, too, broke that entire family, a very tight-knit family. You had no right to practice medicine in this country. What gave you the right to do so? I thank Metro for bringing them in. I just hope they get a harsh sentence. All right, on to the government shutdown that was averted, and a lot of you are telling us these politicians are seeming a little too self-satisfied with themselves. Jen writes, so now what? Are we supposed to be eternally grateful to our politicians for coming up with a budget and avoiding a government shutdown? They act as though they parted the Red Sea. Grow up and realize individuals, families, and businesses come up with budgets all the time without all the drama. From Lisa on the education cuts, I'm wondering if Brian Sandoval's children attend public school. Are his children going to be affected by all the cuts he wants in education? I believe if the governor cuts education, it should be the law that his or her children attend the same public schools that are being gutted. All right, BYU assistant Dave Rice is now the new head coach of the Runnin' Rebels. Hearing from people who are not happy with this, Bernie writes, UNLV has proven once again that they'll always be a second-rate basketball program. Their snub of Larry Brown, a coach who has won championships at the college and professional level, shows how narrow-minded they are. Prepare for a basketball team that's just as bad as the football team. Good job, UNLV. Voicemails.
UNLV hired an assistant coach who's never had been a head coach anyplace from their chief rival, from the team that beat them last year twice, I think. So it's nice to see that they're raising tuition and lowering class.
It disgusts me when the police pull somebody over that is coming home from work at 4 in the morning to check the validity of their dealer license plate tags rather than go down Fremont Street and arrest the hookers and drug dealers and crazed people that intimidate people. They'd rather get hard-working people so they can get more money from us.
The city employs 2 constables, each with their own vehicle, to patrol the parking lot and ticket people, along with 2 different Metro officers on bicycles. In a parking lot? This is necessary? Really? At the same time, you can go in the bathrooms at the Regional Justice Center and find all the stalls marked up with graffiti, all the walls, the mirrors, and everything.
Bill wonders if our people in our state government know the difference between need to have versus nice to have. Has anyone else noticed all the nice but clearly unneeded city projects that are going on all over town? Take, for instance, the beautification project at the 215 Eastern Interchange. Do we really need this landscape job more than we need teachers? Let's get our priorities straight.
All right, young lady driving the Ford Windstar copper color. You're on Spring Mountain. It's 9:50 in the morning, and you're texting and looking down on your phone. You almost just hit me. Come on, people, keep your eyes on the road and stop texting. It's very dangerous.
Send us your rants. Fox5Vegas.com. You can call us 436-8285. I've wanted to do that so many times. Just pick up the phone and call John like while I'm driving. You know, 8:27 right now. Okay, to my Facebook friends, I leave my entire state a state of Farmville. Yes, one woman is actually writing social media into her will.
Find out why she's doing it and why you may want to consider following her lead.
And here's a look at today's Pump Patrol. The lowest price we could find is $3.65.
TMZ. Tommy Lee, I would say, at what age were you in the bathtub and then you looked down and you thought, we got something pretty special going on here?
Weekdays at 7:30, only on Fox 5.
There's a place where the legends of old live again. And Land for Discovery is also land for living. It's where past and future make a connection, bringing together nature, community, and your own legendary lifestyle. This is Mountain's Edge. Come explore the new Southwest.
In the beginning, there are 40. In the end,
There can be only one. On bull riding's biggest, most grueling stage, who will be the last cowboy standing? Ride 8 seconds, move on, come up short, go home. The professional bull riders' toughest night of the year is at the Mandalay Bay Event Center, April 16th, Las Vegas. Part of the Build Forward Top Series, a live pay-per-view event. Attend in Las Vegas for as little as $30. Get your tickets today. Ticketmaster.com. Brought to you by Ford, Wrangler, and Jack Daniels.
With Red Rock Fertility Center, we've gone a long ways towards developing a higher standard of IVF. What we're trying to do is make it so that there's not fluctuations in the conditions. So we have been certified as a clean room. And in order to differentiate that from regular IVF, we have now termed it Ultra IVF.
What's worse, losing your teeth or being afraid to fix them?
This is a miracle change. Clear Choice has really changed my life.
Call now, and one of our professionally trained implant consultants will help schedule your free consultation, plus a 3D CAT scan at the Clear Choice location nearest to you.
We went to Clear Choice because they offered the services in one day.
Clear Choice has the latest in modern technology, like a super center for dental implants.
This technology is phenomenal. It's like having X-ray vision.
My husband told me today how beautiful I was. Do you know what that does for me? That is wonderful.
Don't let missing teeth let you miss out on life. Call now, and one of our professionally trained implant consultants will help schedule your free consultation. We've already helped thousands of people see their smiles. Now it's your turn. Call now for your free consultation and 3D CAT scan. Call now and see your smile with Clear Choice.
Still Southern Nevada's favorite primetime news. Fox 5 News at 10.
A local woman is dead after a botched cosmetic surgery procedure, and now her daughter is speaking out about what happened.
Sun Valley students get a first-hand look at life as an emergency responder. Find out how a unique drill is preparing them for the future.
All right, driving and texting, not a very good idea. Now driving and babbling, that might be something. I'll tell you about this new app coming up in a live report.
This is Fox 5 News, live in Las Vegas.
Well, I'm ready. I'm curious. I'm interested in what Lauren has to say about that Babylon, because my phone, my texting has that option where you can speak and it transfers it into a text.
Like drag and dictation on my phone, that's what it's called.
But the problem is it either doesn't, record what I'm actually saying. It, it says bizarre words.
Yeah.
Or
because you don't say anything bizarre.
Yeah, but I'm talking like even if I said cat, I like speak into it. I'm like feed itchy. I'm just whatever. I'm talking to somebody, and it comes back like adopt a rhinoceros. So either something needs to change. You know what I mean? Or what happens, Monica, is if you're listening to the radio, like turn that music up again.
Yeah.
And let's say you're driving in the car and you're like, hey, what are we doing this weekend? It's like, hey, yo, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's my question. What are we doing? We should be doing weather. Hi, Nate.
Hey, Nate.
I'm adopting a rhinoceros. Wow. Well, we've had some topsy-turvy weather, from temperatures that have been well below normal, a high only in the 50s on Saturday. We're going to end up in the 80s, but not right away. We got some high clouds coming and going, but we're also going to get another round of wind and a drop in the temperatures, but that's after today. Today's actually looking pretty good. The wind is tomorrow, and then is the temperature drop. We'll explain it all and show it to you in the Fox 5 Weather 24/7 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Right now, one more check of the ride from Chris Brown.
And very busy, so if you're headed out right now, you want to give yourself plenty of extra time. Lots of accidents working as we speak right now. You're looking at a live shot of traffic just south of the Spaghetti Bowl interchange. No problems there. Let's go to the maps and check things out. Summerlin Parkway eastbound at the 95, so you want to give yourself some extra time to get through that. Here's another one for you in Henderson. We are wrapping up the accident at the 215 eastbound and Pecos. A couple of injury accidents on Flamingo. 71 at Eastern and Flamingo, a very busy intersection. Also Boulder Highway at Flamingo, so you want to move down to Tropicana instead to avoid heavy traffic. Do want to remind you, paving work going on again at Las Vegas Boulevard and Sunset, so lots of lane restrictions there. And don't forget some overnight closures. The crews are working on the Blue Diamond flyover, so do expect some major tie-ups in that area starting at 9 o'clock tonight until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Make sure you buckle up, drive safely, enjoy your day. I'm Chris Brown with Fox 5 Traffic Solutions.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot. At 8:33 right now, a woman takes a risk that cost her life, and now her family is looking for answers. The victim's daughter, Janet Villalobos, says that she dropped her mother off at what she believed was a cosmetic surgeon's office. When she returned hours later, the room was empty and the doctors gone. Her mother, Elena Caro, was found blocks away screaming for help. She was rushed to the hospital where she later died.
3 hours later, I called and she never answered, and they weren't gonna put her to sleep, so she was gonna answer my calls because he was gone. Everything was gone. They took all the beds, the curtains, they had chairs, everything was empty.
Officers caught the suspects at McCarran Airport as they were attempting to board a flight to Colombia. The family wants those who knew about the practice to be held responsible as well.
Some local students test out their dream job by diving in head first. Students at Veterans Tribute Career and Technical Academy practiced what to do if a madman came on campus. They got to play roles such as detective and EMS worker and even a SWAT team member. This is the first time the school has done this drill. The most challenging part about yesterday's drill, students had no prior warning when it was going to happen.
You know what? That seems like something that should be part of the school's makeup all over, the country, all over the world, because it happens quite a bit.
Speaking of schools, we were talking about the school in Chicago that's banning school lunches.
Yeah.
You can't bring your own lunch. You have to, actually buy the students' lunch in the cafeteria. Jennifer says that school is a public school on Facebook.
I wonder how they can do that.
How can they do that?
All right, 8:35 right now. A scary ride for Delta passengers when a jumbo jet hits them on the runway.
And more bad news out of Japan. 1 month after a massive quake and tsunami that caused thousands of deaths. Here's a look at some of the top stories of the day. Japan's Nuclear Safety Agency has raised the threat level at the damaged Fukushima nuclear plant to 7, which is the worst possible. Regulators say the amount of radioactive material is 15 times higher than the threshold for a top-scale event. Japan's government has told people near the plant to get out within a month to avoid dangerous long-term radiation exposure.
And the Federal Aviation Administration is trying to figure out what caused this collision at JFK Airport. Look at this. Watch this.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's a real plane. You can see the much larger Air France jetliner knocked right into the smaller Delta plane. And this is exclusive video from NBC. An FAA spokesman says there were no injuries and both jets are being inspected to determine the extent of the damage.
NASA is celebrating the Space Shuttle program's 30th birthday with a big announcement this afternoon. NASA will say where the retired shuttles will make their final landings. Space Shuttle Atlantis, Endeavour, and Discovery, along with Test Flight Shuttle Enterprise, will each end up on permanent display at a different location.
Now, Fox 5 weather, 24/7. I'm going to miss those shuttles. What an incredible effort for manned space flight. We'll see what happens next. Well, you want to see what happens next with your weather. We're having a beautiful day today. It's kind of a step-by-step progression from a daytime high only in the 50s on Saturday, which was the 60s on Sunday, 71 yesterday, and right now out at McCann, we're on our way to, I think, an above normal day. 58 right now with light wind. Humidity is at 30%. Our futurecast is showing maybe some rain to the north of us. We're staying dry down here. What we want to do is keep an eye on what's coming upstream. For this afternoon, Laughlin, you might hit 84, 77 over the hump in Pahrump after a start in the mid-40s. Right now, readings, everybody pretty much in the mid-50s. Still a little bit cooler up at the Air Force Base. And here are those high clouds have been coming and going, but mainly an area of low pressure is what we're watching as that cold front, and it's those gusty winds. It'll be 25 to 30 miles an hour tomorrow. Then cooler air behind that. Once we get all of this stuff out of here, that's when we're going to hit the 80s by Saturday. We'll say 78 today. The normal high is 77. Fox 5 weather 24/7, 7-day forecast has the wind and down to 70 Thursday, and then warming up into the mid-80s. Great weekend ahead, Monica and Jason.
All right, thanks, Nate. Well, talking and social networking are two of America's favorite pastimes, and now there's an app that combines both.
Both what?
Both apps and babbling.
Babylon. Get your voice out there.
Yeah.
And it was developed right here in Las Vegas.
Yeah. You want me to
Fox
babble,
5's
don't
Lauren
you?
Murphy
You're trying to get me to
is live
babble,
with
aren't
the
you?
guys who come up with the new. Lauren, you started something this morning. We just can't stop.
Yeah, I deserve this, really. But you guys are going to be babbling all day long now. So basically, it's this app that is like a verbal tweet, really, and you put it on people's Facebook pages, and you can just babble and babble, right?
About whatever, really. I mean, we haven't even figured out all the cool little things that people can do with it.
And one thing you mentioned was that, you know, you definitely don't want to text and drive, but, you know, if you just press a button.
I mean, the unfortunate reality is that people do update their Facebook while they're driving.
Mm-hmm.
This is obviously a much better alternative to that.
And another cool thing you mentioned earlier was that soldiers are using this. Their kids can post on their wall and they can hear their little girl's voice.
Well, yeah, like I said, one of the great things about the situation is that we haven't even realized everything, but we have seen that where children can post to their daddy's wall while they're in Afghanistan.
And people are already doing this, right? And another thing, you know, tell me how this works, basically. If you could show me there right there on your phone, that'd be great.
Okay, so what we do is when you bring up the app, you press and hold the middle button, and you say whatever you'd like to say. And then when you let go, it allows you to post to your wall or post to a friend's wall.
Okay, and this, you've already got tens of thousands of people doing this.
There's tens of thousands of babbles that have been posted. We've downloaded, and it's been downloaded in 19 countries. So we're still early on, and but we're definitely getting traction, and it's just a really fun process for us to figure out, see more things that people can come up with, because we don't even get to decide what people do with it. People kind of come up with their own little inventions, and it's exciting.
That's what social media is all about. And Monica and Jason, I just have to show you another picture from my vacation.
Yes.
This would have been great little feature to have, because I could meow with it. Look at that little guy.
Yeah, so you went to Buenos Aires for your vacation. What makes you think I want to see this picture, Lauren?
Is that
you
real?
You don't want to see that? Yeah, that's real. It's a little baby tiger, or not tiger, lion.
That's incredible. How did you get access?
I just heard about it when I was down there. Somebody said about 2 hours away from here, there's a zoo where you can hold the tigers and lions, and I was sold.
And you just made a beeline over there,
Absolutely.
Huh?
Man, you're brave, but I would do it too.
I know you would.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And you could babble about it too.
Yeah.
I know, I'd babble about it.
You babble about everything.
Some restaurant waiting on you guys.
That's awesome, though.
Maybe not.
All right, thanks, Lauren.
I'm babbling.
You are.
There's no way I'd go and hold a tiger. You know, when SeaWorld comes here, I go into the control room. But I've gotten a lot better. I don't run anymore. I walk. Even when they bring the...
I think you should start off...
the camel who hit all of our lights.
Oh, yeah, or the bird that went up into the rafters and was like, almost knocked a light out.
Yeah, and then he stayed for our next show, the Moore Show.
Yeah. All right, 841, garage sales can be the perfect way to get rid of unwanted stuff and make a little cash, too.
Yep, the Garage Sale Gal is live in studio next with tips on how to make more on what